Hello everyone, welcome to 50 Years of Chess. This is Robert Radford and I have a game for you. It's a game on chess.com. I usually play on Arena Chess, but I do play on chess.com as well. I like to try out new things on there. This is a 10-minute game, a rapid play game, against this Indian gentleman, Sachin Barot. I've never played him before. He was playing white and I was playing black. We played this game about 25 minutes ago now, and it was an interesting game. So I'm going to show you it. I hope you enjoy it. So here's how it went. My opponent played c4, English opening, and I played my usual response, which is e6, e3, knight f3, h3. This is a little bit different. He hasn't played either knight out, so I don't understand what h3 is about, but anyway, we'll find out. d5, d4, bishop b4 check. This is to get my pieces out so I can get castle. Bishop d2. Now, there's a couple of ways I can go about this. I can retreat the bishop or I can support it with the knight. But I saw a game played years ago by Bent Larson against Tony Miles. Larson playing black pieces and he played this interesting a5. And if white takes, that pawn can be a real thorn in the flesh for white. So let's see what happens. So my opponent took the bishop, I retook. Knight f3, castles, bishop e2, b6. Now this is the preparing the c5 pawn, so I can lock those pawns up all together and have a really tight situation over there. Castle, c5, b3, knight c6. So I'm very happy with this. I've got a nice position, I think. I don't know quite what better players would think of this, but I'm happy with it. Never been in this position before, so we'll see. C takes d5. Yeah, right. So I could go pawn takes, and that was get my bishop out, I guess. But I quite like knight takes because I've got this place to drop my bishop in on this lovely outpost on c3 if he moves his knight. And if he doesn't move his knight, then he's hampered in his development. So he's decided he wants to try and swap something off here in a minute. So he's played a3. I could swap it off and it'd be quite a normal game. But what I decided to do is I played bishop a6. Weakest place to have a bishop is behind the pawns. I don't want them stuck behind the pawns. I want a more open game. So I played bishop a6. He's taken. And I took back. Rook takes bishop. And now he's gone queen e2, of course, attacking the rook. And I've just moved it up one square to keep him out of b5, because this is what he wanted to do if b5. And that might be able to give him a game with moving the pawn on to a4 and maybe a5, something like that. So I'm going to see what he does anyway. I've just stopped him coming in there. Now he's played a4. So that's sort of shut things down over there. I'm happy with my position. I think I've got a good position. My knights are well placed. And so I've gone queen into f6. This prevents pawn takes pawn because I've got queen takes rook on a1. So now he's brought his knight out to d2. I guess he had to sooner or later, but maybe he should have put his queen on a square that the knight can't attack it first. Now he's lost a tempi with knight c3. He's moved his queen into c4. Pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. There's nothing in that. So that's fine. No, he can't really play pawn takes pawn, I don't think. So I now double my rooks just to make sure that there may be a possibility in a minute of playing b5, but I can't, not yet. So I double my rooks, and he's gone pawn takes pawn. Now I could play rook takes, but it's not really to my advantage. I'd rather play pawn takes and untangle my pawns, which is what I did. So I don't have any doubled pawns now. The c5 pawn is backward at the moment, but it's well protected, and I'm happy with it. So he's brought his knight out attacking my queen, and he's doubling up on that c pawn with the queen and knight, which is only protected by a rook. So I took the knight, and he retook, and he's attacking my knight, so I was able to now go back to e7. Now, I should imagine next move would be to invade the d1, d8. That's an open file, and I've got to do something about that. So he's gone in rook f to d8. Now I've blocked that off with my knight on d5, so that's very nice. I've got a little bit of a problem because these two rooks are, they're not doing anything. I've got to try and bring them out there in a minute. So he's played his knight back. Well, I've gone in knight to c3, win me the exchange, but he missed it, I think. So he's gone back to c2, and I got a beautiful outpost there, but on the other hand, a rook is a rook, and I really like to beat the exchange up. So knight takes rook, rook takes knight, now rook across. So now I've got equal control of the d file. He's probably going to go knight c4, which he does, and I played rook takes rook check, queen takes rook check, rook back, and that's fine. I'm happy with this. I just got to guard my c pawn, and he has got a passed a pawn, so he's got a little bit of a chance in this game. He's exchanged down, which is a big deal, but that passed pawn could be good. He's got it supported with the knight if he pushes it on, and it's maybe hard to win for me. So he's moved it and attacked the knight, which I'm surprised at. It's not getting him anywhere. I just attack his queen. He goes queen b1, rook d2, attacking the f2 pawn. I'm coming in with a strong attack now. He's played f3. Now I've played queen g5, threatening mate and winning the pawn on e3. So that's not the best. He should probably have brought his queen across, but even that's poor. I think they've got one game now for sure. Queen. Now he's played queen f1, but he should have played that before. Queen takes pawn check, king h1, and now I pick up the b pawn as well. And this is a clear win for me now. I've just got to demonstrate it. Like I've said before many times, after queen b5, a game that you should win, you have to go on and win it. Otherwise, it's not won until you do. So now he's threatening a back rank mate, which is why he went queen b5. So I just got to be wary of that. But first of all, we'll play a check. And when he goes king h2, I can bring the rook back to d8, and it's going to be difficult for him to do anything. So he's going to check, and now there's a little trick here. If he takes that pawn on c6, I can bring the queen back check and forces the queens off, and then it's dead one. And he did. So queen check, queen takes queen, rook takes queen. Now this is a 10-minute game, and we're really getting low, especially me. He's still got about 4 minutes, but I've got 1 minute. That's all I've got left now, and I've got to win this game in a minute. So knight to c. Best thing to do is keep attacking the pieces. That really helps on the clock. Knight c4, rook c6, knight b2, rook attacks knight again, knight back to e1, and now I can push my passed pawn on. And he's doing the same. b2, knight takes b2, rook takes b2, and it's game over now. He should resign really, but I think he's open or lose on time. I've got 30 seconds left, roughly 30 seconds. King to g3, rook a2, King f4, rook takes pawn. G4. Now I'm down to about 20 seconds, 25 seconds max. So I've got to try and win this. But one thing for sure, when you're playing speed chess online, you've got to try and get off the pawns so that your opponent can only draw at the most if you lose on time. Otherwise, believe it or not, he gets a win. He's got everything to lose. He's got nothing to lose. So, f6, h4, g6, king g3, h6. Believe me, I'm moving rapidly here. f4, h5, g5, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, h4, king g4, h3, king takes pawn, rook takes pawn, king h4, rook attacking the pawn on f3. I'm ready to swap off that rook for the pawn if I'm going to lose on time and have to take a draw, which would be a terrible shame. I've still got over 10 or 12 seconds left. King g4, e5, king g3, up to g7, sorry. King g2, king up again to f6, king to f2, king g5, king e3, he's going away with the pawn. That's great. Rook to f4, that's totally restricting his movement. He's gone back to e2, and now I'm bringing my king up. 8 seconds. King e3, king g3, king back to e2, rook takes pawn. Now I've got the draw at least. King back, but I see a mate here now. I'll demonstrate a mate in attack. King back to him. I'm leaving him a square there for a moment. G5, king e2, g4, king g2, e2, g3, e1, and then rook to f2. This guarantees the win. I will now get him. I've got him in a checkmate situation. He's moving away with the king. I move my king to h1 so as I can go on with the pawn, and then it's checkmate on the back rank. So it's gone back, which stops me moving the pawn at the moment. So now I go with my rook, and it's checkmate in 2 moves with 3 seconds left. King e3, check with the pawn, king back, and checkmate with 1.5 seconds. 1 second 20. So that was it. I managed to win it in time. Funny enough, when your brain goes into overdrive and your adrenaline's going, you kind of instinctively know what moves to make. And whereas sometimes when you've got plenty of time, you kind of got too much time and you're considering all sorts of moves. But you just figure a plan quickly with this. And there you are, that's it, you got it. So I'm pleased to say that I won this game. So I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for all you that have subscribed and the comments and everything. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye for now.